Hey, it's Jen. This is going to be your reading for career, money, and finance for Sun, Moon, or Rising sign of Leo. You can find me on Instagram at NotSoMysticalTarot and at NotSoMysticalTarot.com if you'd like a personal or a private reading. These are general, so I would watch your moon and rising signs as well. Otherwise, let's just get started. Career, money, and finance for our Leos. What do we have? We've got the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. Boy, this Seven of Pentacles is coming up all the time. But here with this Nine of Swords, this is saying you're worried. Worried about your finances, worried about your career, your work, something along those lines. You are worrying about it. And the thing is, when it comes to your finances and your career, you need to be very, very choosy. This card is coming up through all of the readings practically. And again, if you're walking through an apple orchard and you're hungry, are you going to pick up the apple off the ground because it's there in front of you because you almost stepped on it? Or are you going to go to the tree and pick up one that's right for you, okay? Just be really, really choosy. I think that this worrying is going to just cause you so much stress and anguish that it's going to just chew you up alive. And then now you have the Seven of Swords. So what I'm thinking here is you're worrying about something without even having all the information. Like you're worrying about things that have not even happened yet. Like you're like, well, what if this? Well, what if that? Well, what if this? Well, what if that? Well, you know what? Like this is such a huge waste of time. It's not even worth it. You need to focus here on this Seven of Pentacles, on the opportunities that are coming toward you instead of worrying about, oh no, what's going on? Because like I said, you don't, with the Seven of Swords, you don't even have all the information. It's not even relevant to you. You need to look at the opportunities that are coming toward you and decide, is this good for me or is this bad for me? The worrying is a step you need to take right out of there because it's not doing you any good. Yeah, and you get the Ten of Wands too. So you got something major on your mind this month. Major, heavy. I mean, maybe you're thinking about like combining finances, maybe thinking about, switching jobs, switching careers, going back to school. The thing is, whatever you do take on, you want to be super careful that you don't overburden yourself. The Ten of Wands is a huge burden. It's a lot to take. It's very heavy. And like, let's say that you're working full-time, you've got small children, and you're like, I think I'm going to go back to college full-time too and keep my full-time job and have my kids. Like, and you're worried, you're a wreck because, hello, it's too much. And that's the thing here. Look at the opportunities as they present themselves and really be truthful with yourself and say, can I handle this? Is this too much? I mean, you could be looking at, maybe you're looking at a new car. Maybe you're looking at buying a house. Can you really, can you afford that? That's what I'm saying is everything that comes your way with your career, your money, and your finances, you want to really look at it and say, is this a burden or a blessing? Like, is this something that I can handle or is this something that's just way too much? And I think that's really important because that will create that fear and worry that you had earlier with that Nine of Swords. And again, with that Seven, you don't even have all the information. So you're like worrying about stuff and you don't even have all the info, All right, let me just get you a couple more cards here. We got, I love it, the Four of Swords and the Two of Swords. It's time to just back right up. Back right up. You see him here, laying here. He's not dead. He's just taken a step way back. And this is your Four of Swords. First of all, fours are kind of like that, where you're like, whoa. You just kind of put the brakes on for a second. And that's what's going on here. You're putting the brakes on, and you're going to look at everything logically and analytically. You're not going to leap from here and go over there and run over here. It's time to just dial it way, way back. Look at everything from a completely analytical point of view. You don't need to get emotional about it. It doesn't have to be decided right this minute, but it does have to be decided eventually. This is about indecision. This is also about being in an impasse. So like I said, if you're looking at going back to college, taking a different job, financing a house, buying a new car, whatever this is that's going on with you, you do need to make a decision. Deciding not to do anything is deciding to not do anything. You're still making a decision. So this being at an impasse and just sort of sitting there is not the way to go. Take that time away, really evaluate what's happening, and make your choices according to that, on the information that you have. Like I said, that Seven of Swords, if you don't have all the information, don't even entertain it. It's not even part of your circle. Unless you know all the facts, you got no business entertaining something that you don't know all the fine print, okay? That's what I'm looking for. What else can we do when it comes to this? Okay, So this is interesting. You have the Death card coming up with this Four of Swords. I think, the thing with Death, and I love this card, is it kind of comes through and it sweeps all the nonsense away. And it's actually such a blessing. And people are like, oh no, the Death card, I'm going to die. No, the Death card is like, I'm here to get rid of all your garbage and all your junk and all this stuff that you're letting pile up and worry or whatever. You know what? If it is not a fit for you, like that Seven of Pentacles, if it doesn't fit for you, it's got to go. And that's what Death is here for. So when you take that time and you step back and you evaluate, if something doesn't fit, let it go. Let it go. It's a waste of time and it's not for you. Just let it go. Look at this. You got the Four of Pentacles. And I just talked about that with the fours. The Four of Pentacles is about locking it down. Locking it down. Figure out what your finances are for real. Having a blindfold on and being like, la, 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 I can probably afford that. La, 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 I can probably take this job. Why? Really examine where your finances are, where your career is, and what you need to do to move forward in those areas before you just, okay, sure, whatever. Really evaluate, let all the other stuff that is not a good fit, let it go. All right, I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.